PEZ fans, thanks for tuning in. It's Lombardia week here on PEZ, the last race of the season that really means anything, the final monument, and what a race it is. I love this race more than any other one-day classic for sure. And in fact, I just got back from Italy last week. What I did do when I stopped in Milan is also one of my favorite cities and a perfect base for going to see Giro di Lombardia is I did a little bit of a video tour of the city my first night there. So I only had a few hours and one night in Milan before I had to move on and get going. But I took the GoPro with me. I just got it. I wanted to check it out, play around with it a little bit. So I did sort of a little bit of a travel vlog. But if you ever get to Milan, I've got a couple of ideas for you on really how to spend the best part of a few hours in that city, where to get a good Negroni, and where to get some good food. So have a look. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for all the action on PEZ. I've got lots more coming from my trip to Italy where I was visiting and riding the Prosecco Cycling Gran Fondo. Some great stories out of that and this discovery of a great new region. Let's roll this tape. Oh yeah, so fantastic news. I made it here to Milan and I just got rid of my rental car. Feeling good. I've been traveling for some 24 hours or something like that. Got the power shower under my belt, which always gets me revived and ready to go. I've checked into my hotel, which is right across the street here this time. I've stayed here before. There it is right there. The Hotel Sanpi. I'm down in the Porto Venezia area of the city. I stay down here quite a bit. I've got 3 or 4 hotels that I've stayed at over the years down here. Prices are a little bit better than closer into the center, but what I like about it is that it's only about 2 metro stops and 5 or 10 minutes on the metro, and you're into the thick of the action, the part of Milan that you want to be in, which is around the Duomo, the Galleria, all that stuff. Down here is where real Milanese live. It's pretty cool. There's a bunch of good bars and good restaurants down here. We might even go into one a little bit later. All right, here we go. The Milan Subway system is one of my favorites. I can't tell you if it's one of the best in the world. I was just about to say that, but I haven't been to enough places in the world. But I know they got a good one here. Basically, you can get anywhere in the city by traveling on the subway. It's fast. It works really well. You buy a ticket. At one of these things here, you can either use cash or your credit card, and then you bring your ticket. I've got mine right here. I put it into the machine. Come on. And it spits it out right there. We are in. Now we're going to go hop on the train and head on down to where the action is at the Duomo. Keep your ticket because you need it to get out again. The subway system here is great. Underground, you can connect basically across all the intersections or all the corners of the streets above. All right, we're going up. Station to stop is called San Barilla. There's a beautiful fountain here. Of course, my first mission, my first order of business every time I land here in Milan is to hit the shops. And usually the deal with Mrs. PEZ is, yeah, you can go to Italy, but you gotta get in there and do a little shopping for me. So what do we have here? Wow, look at this. That's how you do a storefront. standing in front of the Flavio Castellani store, one of Mrs. Pez's favorites. So yeah, I better get in there and see what I can find for her. Now that I've got mission accomplished on shopping for Mrs. Pez, one of my favorite stores here in Milan and Italy is called Budgie. We don't have it back home, but it is fantastic Italian men's clothing, and I love it because the stuff fits me. If you're a cyclist and you're built like a cyclist, I highly recommend this store for some classic, great looking Italian clothing. It's not too flashy, it's not boring, it's sharp, very classic, very cool. Let's get in there. So if you're going to do Milan right, according to me, you get off the plane, you grab the power shower, maybe an espresso, and you get out as soon as you can, and you get to the shops, you hit the scene, because this is a great city. It's one of the world's great cities. There was a time when I actually didn't like Milan very much, but that was before I really knew it, before I got to know it. So once you figure out, I think this holds true for any city in the world. Once you figure out the parts you like and the parts you want to use, there are great cities, a lot of great cities that don't seem great on the outside or when you first get there, but you discover they actually are. So once you've done a bit of shopping, the next course of action is to head for the Duomo and get a negroni, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. We're on Corso Victoria Emmanuelle, which is basically a big ass pedestrian street here filled with shops and Italians out for their passeggiata, as they do every night before they go for dinner or on their way home from work. It is a great scene down here. Right in the heart of Milan, and of course no trip to this city is worthwhile unless you come right down here to the center. This is the Duomo. It's the biggest Catholic church in the world. It seats 20,000 people inside there. You can get up on top if you know where the elevator is, and there's some fantastic views of the city from up there. It's really spectacular, and especially right now as the sun's setting, the sun's just gone down, the last light of day, the golden hour as they say. The place looks fantastic, and check out all the people here in the square. Unbelievable. This looks like an awesome place to get a negroni. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Well, that's where I'm wanting to be up in that cool bar. Camparino, and I think there's a private function going on there because it's the tail end of Milan Fashion Week. Most people look awfully good looking up there, probably too good looking for me to get up there. There's something everybody does here is come into the center of this place, and right behind me, below me, is the bull. You gotta step on his schnurps, you gotta spin around without wiping out. And it's good luck, or it means you're coming back to Milan or something like that. Whoa. One of my favorite things to do every time I come to Milan is settle in here at the Corso Victoria Emmanuelle. There's 2 or 3 good bars here. They know how to make a negroni. I'm a little bit through this one. They serve up some awesome snacks, chips, these great little crostinis, some olives. It's fantastic. You settle in for about an hour, you watch the world go by, and it is the perfect Italian experience. So from here, I'm going to be hunting down some dinner, and I've got a good idea where I'm going. It's about 8:30 at night. Just about a good time for dinner, and I think I'm probably ready for it now. I've got a good feeling about this. Now, one thing you got to do in Milan is eat. Because we're in Italy, of course, we know we're going to be eating well. It's not a given, because there are some crappy restaurants here, and I've eaten in some of them. But tonight I'm going to one of the better ones. I haven't been here in a few years. I would say maybe 5-6 years was the last time I was here. But it's been on my mind ever since. It's called Ristorante da Bruno. Buonasera, siamo Riccardo. I mean, sono Riccardo. I call. Sì, sì, certo. Perfetto. Now I made it to the Bruno. This is going to be a fantastic risotto. It's rosini di porcini mushrooms are in season right now. He said you should have this in stagione. I'm like, okay. Normally I get the risotto milanese because I'm in Milan, but I can't wait to try this. So yeah, oh, also the rosini breadsticks. These are like an Italian treat.